you ever wondered how we got Christmas lights on our trees, like the ones you see around me in my studio? How did they get invented? Who was behind it? Well, in the second of Jeff's Christmas videos to celebrate the fact that Santa Claus has actually declared Christmas open, tonight we're going to have a look at how that came about and some of the people behind it and what happened to them. Over to Jeff.
Outside of Rutland, Vermont, sits a long-forgotten grave, the grave of Edward Hibbard Johnson, who died in 1944. He is also buried with his wife, Abby Walker Johnson, and their son, Roland Walker Johnson, who died in 1918 after he had volunteered to fly with the British Royal Flying Corps. In this grave is a very brave man who died fighting off the Belgian coast in 1918. He was a volunteer, and his mother, a fine woman, upstanding, loved by the community, and his father, Edward Hibbard Johnson, who left a legacy that I don't think anyone really remembers. Johnson, pictured on the right, was working for a telegraph company in 1871 when he hired the then 24-year-old Thomas Alva Edison to work for his company as a consultant. The two hit it off, and they were completely inseparable. They loved one another. And when Edison left the telegraph company a few short years later, Johnson actually invested $35,000 in his new company. We fast forward a few years to 1880. And by now, Edison had invented the electric light bulb, and Johnson was his vice president of his company, and they were setting out to figure out a way to market electric lighting for everyone. When Christmas 1882 came around, Johnson had the labs of Edison's company at his disposal, and he decided that he would make a string of 80 lights, small bulbs, that the Edison company had designed for instrument panels and for uses where small bulbs were needed. And he took these 80 bulbs and he sat and hand-painted them red, white, and blue. He brought them home to put on the Christmas tree and surprise his wife. And he also built a small rotating stand so that the tree would slowly turn around. The press loved it. The tree was sitting in his parlor where it was viewable from the road in two different angles, and people lined up for blocks to see the tree. And he wanted to figure out a way to market Christmas lights. But Edison really wasn't interested in it. He didn't see that something that would only be used for a short time each year was really something that he was interested in doing. A few years later, they finally developed a 28-bulb string of miniature lamps that they sold for $12, which was a fortune, and they really didn't sell very well, because that was a lot of money before 1900. Not much happened with Christmas lights until this gentleman came along. When he was a teenager, he came up with the idea of Christmas lights. His name was Albert Sedakar, And his parents owned a small electrical supply company in New York City. And he went to them and said, "Wouldn't it be amazing if we could come up with a small, affordable lighting kit that people could buy to light a Christmas tree?" The name of the electrical company was the National Outfit Manufacturers Association, NOMA. And young Albert really wanted to come up with a kit to provide people with a simple, safe string of lights inexpensively that they could use year after year. They came up with this, and it sold like wildfire. And NOMA, the electrical company, cornered the market for Christmas lights until the 1960s. Now, when you see Christmas lights this year, think about all of the hard work from all of the people that it took for them to be a tradition like they are now. And it took a 17-year-old kid whose parents owned a small electrical outfit company in New York City to come up with the idea and actually be able to build an inexpensive Christmas light set. He is buried, unknown and forgotten, in a Jewish graveyard in New Jersey.